Welcome to Living Skills program. In this program, I will accompany you on a topic which I believe that is very practical for each of us in this life. There are some people emailing to the mail program's address and ask me about these issues. What is the problem? In this life, there are some times when you fall into a situation that you go somewhere and this place has a lot of strangers because there are many strangers. You feel like a fish out of water and don't know how to socialize with them. Or according to the email that you sent to me, you don't know what to talk to strangers and don't know how to start a conversation. Or when you are talking, suddenly there is nothing to say and you don't know how to continue the conversation. All these questions will be answered in this program. Actually, this program does not have the purpose of changing your disposition because there are some people who are very confident when they are opposite to strangers, while some people who feel uncomfortable. They want to be alone. We don't want to train this. We just want to suggest some methods to solve the problem. Although you feel uncomfortable, you know how to communicate with people, even people you meet at the first time. When we fall into the situation that we are opposite to strangers, we will feel afraid, won't we? We will be shy and feel uncomfortable. When we look at the opposite person, even we feel that they are terrible, they are saturnine. We see that they look at us with a scary look. This is the secret. Can you see? In fact, the opposite person also feels like you. That means they look at you and feel that you are difficult of approach. They also feel afraid. They also want to get acquainted with you. They are also hesitant. Do you know? If you know that, you will be lessened in shivering, right? Simply, we just need to be brave to come and get acquainted with them because they are also similar to you. And if you still feel quite afraid, you should take a deep breath and then breathe out slowly and let's say in mentally and self-encourage. When you discover this secret, when we are ready to come to them, what do we need to talk to them next? The first thing we need to do when two people meet at the first time is to introduce themselves. The time we introduce ourselves is very important. I call it as the moment you make your first impression. Please note that there is no second chance for you to make the first impression. Therefore, you should take advantage of the unique opportunity. The first impression sometimes lasts in few seconds, but if you do well, it may engrave on the opposite person's memory in order that they really impressed about you. For this moment, actually, we just do two small and extremely simple things. That is, say hello to them, and then we introduce our name. For greeting, we don't need to fussy. We just need to greet simply and briefly. We meet someone, we say hello. You also can adapt to the context at that time when we meet them to say hello. Good morning. That's enough. After greeting, you introduce your name. I want to emphasize that name is the best sound of each person. Sometimes we don't pay attention to. We introduce our name. We introduce our name perfunctorily, which don't show that you respect yourself. Simultaneously, it sends one message to the opposite person. You don't respect yourself, so I don't need to respect you. I don't mean you have to have excesses, but when we introduce ourselves, we should speak slowly, clearly, with respectful attitude. For example, we say our name, then repeat our full name. For example, hello, em Thể, Vũ Đức Chí Thể. Hello, so am I. That is a simple introduction that can help you make an impression. If you have a little bit humor and creativity, after introducing your name, you can attach your name to some funny image that can make an impression to your friends. For example, with my name is quite strange. Many people don't know my name when they hear it. I see that if I repeat my name many times, it is not impressive. When they know, so I attack my name with one kind of cat. My name is Thể. Thể is calico cat. After applying my way to introduce your name, you feel more comfortable and you can start a conversation. However, some people share with me that they can stuck in this stage. They don't know where to start and what to say. This is easily understandable because you don't know about a secret. What is this secret? I will tell you. This is the most crucial thing to start a conversation. You should find the similarities with the opposite person. This is the secret I want to tell you. When you know about this, I'll make sure that you will feel more easily. You will feel more easier. You will feel easier. For example, when you meet someone in some context, the first similarity is the context you meet each other. Like when you go to a wedding is the first similarity. You can start a conversation with some questions like, what is the relationship between you and the bride or groom? After that, you can feel more comfortable. When you feel more comfortable, you can continue with the higher levels of similarity. There are 3 higher levels of similarity. The first level of similarity is similar to the body. Why is it important? This is because body Posture reflects our emotions. When you find the similarity with the opposite person, you will have the same emotion with them. You will see that you are easygoing, friendly. Note that you should be subtle when you observe the opposite person to find the similarities. Don't focus on it too much. That can make your conversation be unnatural. Maybe they will feel uncomfortable because it seems that you imitate them. For example, if you see them standing with arms crossed, don't do the same way. Or you see them standing against the wall, you can find something to lean on. The second level of similarity is favorite, something we interested in life. So how? Through asking some questions to know that what the another person like. You can ask, do you like to listen to music? What kind of music do you like? Or do you like to play sport? What sport do you like? What kind of sport do you like? If you have the same habit, it is easy to talk. Although you meet each other at the first time, you talk for hours about this topic. The third level of similarity is attitude to life. This is high level, so it is difficult to find at the beginning. If you have to talk about 15 to 20 minutes, even 30 minutes with your observation, you can see that the person may have the same opinion with you. Maybe they also have the same living principles like you. For example,
welcome to Living Skills program.
For some minutes,
in this program, I will accompany you on a topic which I believe that is very practical for each of us in this life.
And both of you will talk about
there are some people
like
emailing
math,
to
physics,
the mail program's address and ask me about these issues.
There is more.
What is the problem?
I also want you to know.
In this life, there are some times when you fall into a situation that you go somewhere and this place has a lot of strangers because there are many strangers. You feel like a fish out of water and don't know how to socialize with them. Or according to the email that you sent to me, you don't know what to talk about what to talk to strangers and don't know how to start a conversation.
You can review.
When you are talking, suddenly there is nothing to say and you don't know how to continue the conversation.
And next, I will share
all these questions will be answered in this program. Actually, this program does not have the purpose of changing your disposition because there are some people who are very confident when they are opposite to strangers, while some people who feel uncomfortable.
Which has been removed from
they want to be alone
by the author.
We don't want to train this.
You don't know what to
we just want to suggest some methods to solve the problem. Although you feel uncomfortable, you know how to communicate with people. Even you,
for instance.
Even people you meet at the first time. When we fall into the situation that we are opposite to strangers, we will feel afraid. When
we will be shy and feel uncomfortable.
What do you do if you
when we look at the opposite person?
This is
even we feel that they are terrible.
When you don't have anything to say, you can talk about something in your life.
We see that they look at us with a scary look.
Situation,
this is the secret. Can you see?
The opposite person.
In fact, the opposite person also feels like you. That
sometimes
means
you
they
will
look
be
at
surprised
they look at you and feel that you are difficult.
The second tip is that when you finish talking about one issue,
feel afraid.
You ask a simple question like,
to get acquainted with you.
What about you?
They are also
when we
hesitant.
Ask
Do you know
that question?
It shows that you will be lessened in shivering
to the
opposite person. Simply, we just need to be brave to come and get acquainted with them because they are also similar to you. And if you still feel quite afraid, you should take a deep breath,
closed questions,
and then breathe out slowly and let's say it mentally and self-encourage
the conversation.
When you discover this script,
you should ask open questions.
When we are ready to come to them, what do we need to talk to them?
Next thought,
the first thing we need to do when two people meet at the first time is to introduce themselves.
I will give you an
example.
The
time we introduce ourselves
is
very important. I call it the closed
question.
The other will answer yes or no,
and you don't know what to say next.
Please note that
so you should ask.
There is no second chance for you to make the first impression.
Ask about
Therefore, you should take advantage of unique opportunities. The first impression sometimes lasts in few seconds.
You can ask,
but if you do
like
well,
listening to music,
engrave on the
music do you like?
Person's memory.
Why do you like that kind of music instead?
They really impress
These
about
are
you.
open questions.
For this moment,
actually
we just
and
do
the priority
two small things
to enhance their role by asking
small and extremely simple things.
You can
ask
hello to them.
Can you give me some advice about
we introduce something?
Our name. These questions show that they are important.
They are
appreciated. It may help you
to
develop the relationship
and
briefly.
And the last
thing you should
say hello.
You also get in the first conversation with a stranger.
At that,
if you want to maintain the relationship, then
good morning,
phone number,
that's enough.
Email address.
After greeting,
they introduce
your
the Facebook address. I want to emphasize that. Remember that
name is
the best attitude is
the
most important. Sometimes we don't pay attention